Sometime shortly after Donald Trump got reelected, in America, some women wanted to try this 4B movement that was going around in Korea. It stands for no fun time with men in the bedroom, no having babies, no dating men, and no marriage with men, therefore the 4Bs. And these women shaved their heads, some of them screamed a lot, but the thing is, it seems like it's over. It went on for about 2 weeks here. I checked the news today, the newest thing I found is 6 days old, as far as a Google search anyway, and everything else is like 2 weeks old. So it seems like, aside from Bill Maher's little mention like a few days ago, nothing's happening. So you mean to tell me these women kicked and screamed and cried, shaved their heads, and now nothing? Here you can see. What is the 4B movement? 2 weeks ago from Sky News. After Trump's victory, the 4B movement is spreading across TikTok. 2 weeks ago. Now nothing. Backlash against women shaving their heads to protest Donald Trump. That's the newest one from 6 days ago. This one got around. Mother of cancer survivor calls women shaving their heads for 4B movement selfish. MSN. Why are women shaving their heads to protest Donald Trump? Alright, that one's 3 days ago. But you know what? In today's news cycle, that's still pretty old. But alright, I missed that. 3 days ago. Fine. But Newsweek, the newest one 2 weeks ago, women shaving their heads in Donald Trump's protest sparked backlash from alopecia patients. Not sure if I'm saying that right. It's a hair loss condition. But by the way, MSN's article's behind. That's an old story anyway, although it's 3 days old, but someone is still covering it. And there's one here from the Daily Caller that's like a week old, and then already after like 3 or 4 pages, some unrelated news. Women boycotting Thanksgiving with their Trump-supporting family. Not sure what that means, but okay. I guess they're gonna make a 4B no Thanksgiving movement. Alright, wait. 1 week ago from the Jezebel, everything you need to know about the 4B movement. Time Magazine, 4 days ago. Not super ancient. 4B is the winning strategy to resist the patriarchy people think it is. Well, I got the opposite opinion. This article here, 4B movement cannot work in America, and I tend to agree. They say it started in Korea, and the 4Bs are based on Korean names. Now, they do say, I don't know much about Korean crime, that there is actually violence against women, and that's why they're doing this. Which could be true in some cases, of course, there's violence against everybody, but I don't think the core and the point of the movement is to stop actual violence. But like I said, maybe some slightly different things are going on in Korea. They say that the government has failed to protect women with laws against these things. They're not being specific, by the way. And they say, of course, women in America are trying to emulate the movement. They say it's about getting back at men for voting for Donald Trump, which a lot of women did too, by the way. Here, the statistics are pretty high on that, actually. They say they're trying to make themselves unattractive to men by shaving their heads, which is the thing the cancer patients and mothers of cancer patients and things had issue with, and rightfully so. They then say, importantly, I think, that another reason it's destined to fail in America is because of intersectionality. There's different cultures, different things going on in America. Korea is a monoculture. It's one culture, and the problems are pretty much nationwide. They don't divert in all different places of Korea. But America has a really diverse landscape of culture and thought and things like that, so it could never actually gain the same traction. There's also religious people in America who kind of welcome this. I mean, people are saying it's good not to be promiscuous and not sleep with a bunch of men anyway, and if they cut themselves off for 4 years of youth of not sleeping around, some people think that's a good thing. I've got mixed feelings, but all in all, it would probably help make better family structures. Another reason, quite frankly, I think it won't work is because, well, let's face it, these women doing this are very politically polarized. They're on one side, leaning heavily, and they were looking at a small pool of men in the first place they want to date. So they weren't really going to settle and sleep around and all this kind of thing. They're only really punishing the men they probably would have been able to get with. They're not punishing the guys who they wouldn't have got with anyway, and probably wouldn't have wanted them anyway. I mean, sure, most guys would want them just to sleep with, but my point is, it's not like the big loss it is, because they wouldn't be the ones the guys want for long term, for relationship. It's just, okay, one more that's not going to get with me anyway. That's my silly little opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Interesting article. Got to get some shout outs. They're coming up. Anyway, if you're not subscribed here, consider it. Doing pop culture, entertainment, whatever comes up. If you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.